guys, and welcome to my channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so by clicking that button down there and the notification bell to get notification every time I upload a new video. Otherwise, if you are returning, thank you so much for coming back and choosing to watch my videos today. In today's tutorial, we are going to convert a native app into a PWA, also known as Progressive Web App. And to do that, we're going to be using IONIC and Angular as well as Firebase. Before we get too technical, let's really have a chat on exactly what is a Progressive Web App. PWAs are another approach to offer a mind-blowing apps that are accessible on a web. They work exactly just like how the native app do, but they are great because your users will then not have to go to the app store to download your app. They can just use your app via a link. Now, isn't that incredible? And also, it also provides the benefits of being a reliable, fast, instant, small size, and easily accessible app. Now, to begin converting our IONIC Angular app into a PWA, we need two files on our source code, which is a service worker and web manifest. Now, to do that, we need to add a package called @angular/PWA to also generate these files for us. Now, I'm going to show you how to do that later on, so you don't need to worry about it right now. Now, let's take a look at Firebase. In a nutshell, Firebase offers a wide range of products that helps a web and a mobile developer build better apps, improve their apps quality, and growing their business or their client's business. So, if you want to learn more, I have shared a link in my description box. You can go ahead and learn about it and also create an account because you would need it to complete this tutorial today. Now, for today's tutorial, we are going to be focusing on the Firebase Hosting. Firebase Hosting is a Google service that enables you to give your user a web content wherever they may be in a secure, reliable, fast, free, and simple way. Now, before we waste any further more time, let's just get right into coding, shall we? Okay. Now let's get started by starting our IONIC app. To do that, and then we're gonna call this app Chat PWA app. You can call it anyhow, or Chat app PWA. Cool. So I'm gonna choose Angular. So because of the example purposes, I'm gonna go in with the least app that is preloaded. But if you already have your if you already have your app going, you can just go ahead and go to your app and open your app from your terminal. And if you're also practicing, I suggest you also use some pre-loaded apps that IONIC comes with. I think that is very quicker and is simple to do, just for practice sake. Now go ahead, open your editor and open the code there. Right, let's take a look at what it already has. Okay, so you see it has a project running already, so no need to do that for us. So go ahead and open up your terminal. Let's just see exactly how this app looks like, then get an idea how our progressive app would look like at the end. So this is how it looks like when I'm running it on the server, and this is how it looks like on different devices. Alright, so it's just a chat app, an inbox app. Alright, cool. We can work with this. Let's just see what's inside. Okay, cool. Alright, cool. I think this is just the perfect example we will use to make a compressor for that. Alright guys, now that we see how it looks like, we're just gonna go ahead and cancel the server from running. And yeah, let me just make this bigger so that you can see the next step. But the next step, we have to go to the Firebase console to create our Firebase project that we'll be using. To do that, just go ahead to a Firebase website. I have shared the link down below the description box, and remember, if you don't have the account yet, don't worry, it's very hassle free to create one. And I've just shared a register page with you, a register link page with you in the description down below. Alright, cool. Now let's just go to the console, and very quickly we're gonna add a project. So just go ahead, add a project, add any project name, but it has to be descriptive, like very nice, cool name. I'm gonna call this a chat app PWA. Oopsie. Okay, so you can just before that, you can just customize it right here if you want. Cool. So for this example, let's just not enable the Google Analytics for this project, but you can change that in the future. It's a very cool feature you can have for your app. Now let's just wait and have our project created for us. Cool. That was very easy, right? That's all we need to do, alright, to create. Now that we have it, there are different product that Firebase have, but for now we're gonna use the hosting one. So just go to the project settings right there on the setting icon, and you're gonna say you want to add your project into this Firebase project, the project we created the other side. Remember, go ahead and select the web icon, and now register the app. You can just use a name here. Just make sure it kind of matches with your other name so that it just not confusing, right? Right, so I'm just gonna call this chat PWA. So you can choose those options from me here, but I prefer you to do the way I do it. Preferably this one, it works when it's just a website, a JavaScript website. Now that we use IONIC, we have to do it the other way around. So do not select the also set up setting right there. So we're gonna move to step number 2 of adding the Firebase SDK. So they gave you this code, but we don't want it like this. So we're gonna get it in the other page rather. To get it, we just go here, and we're choosing the config setting. So you go ahead and copy that, and you're gonna use it on your Visual Studio Code, right? So on your IONIC code rather. So go to environment prod.ts and just add it like this. Change only this part, and also remove the const there, and remove the semicolon, and you are done. Now your Firebase and your IONIC app are connected together. So you just get this all under the setting page on Firebase. Right. Now shall we move to the next stage, which is now we are going to log into our Firebase so that we could actually do the deployment rather. To do that, you just go ahead and say install the -G Firebase tools. No, and I'm actually missing an npm right at the start, so it's like npm install -G Firebase tool. Now remember that if you already have installed your Firebase tool, you don't need to redo this process. So because of people who might be beginners here, I'm just going to go ahead and install this for you. No, with you rather. Oh boy, so now you see it has thrown some error, which is the access error. So to fix that, you just have to rerun the whole command as an administrator, and then everything will be fine. Right, now the packages are added. So we are good to go. This is good news, right? Next thing, we're gonna log into a Firebase. I've already logged in on my Firebase, but if you haven't, you have to say log in, and we're gonna prompt you to log in page on their website and just go ahead, log in. Okay, next part, now we are going to add the Angular PWA package that we talked about. That will add us the service manifest file as well as the service worker. To do that, we're gonna run the command ng add at angular/pwa. Okay. As you see, while it's installing, it is creating some files and the icons there. It has manifest file that we want and the assets that will feed a web platform, as well as the config, the ngdev, the service worker file right there that we'll need. So just now you can manually add this, but this package just makes it easy for us by auto-generating the packages for us. So as soon as we are done with that, we are going to go ahead and build our project by running the command IONIC build //prod // and then just go ahead and build your project. This will help also identify some of the bugs you might have and give you an opportunity to fix them before you actually deploy your web app. As the project is building, just take a look at the files that have been added. Just like this directory www, make sure it's there because you're going to need it when you're deploying into a Firebase hosting. And just also check on the other files, what's in there, and if it's proper. This will help you a lot to eliminate the errors you might be having whenever at the end things are not working out and you don't know where actually it went wrong. So just take a look at everything and yeah. Alright, so good news. Our project has successfully built and we are good to go. Now let me just go ahead and clear my terminal so you can see the next step that we are going to do, which is the deployment, the final deployment. And to do that, we are going to start with running the command Firebase init. Now you need to pay attention to all the options they are giving you and select the right, correct option. Alright, so you are going to select the hosting part, hosting configure and deploy Firebase sites, and to select you use the spacebar, and you have to use an existing project since we've created one on the Firebase console. You select the one that you want, and then now remember the www directory that was created while we were building. Yes, now we are going to type www, and then the next option is configure. Yes. The next option will be no, and then we are done with initializing our Firebase. Now the next step we are going to do is actually building. No, before that, now you have to just go ahead and check your files that we created, and if done, let's just clear that and do the final building of our app. And you know the thing by now, it's Firebase build slash slash I'm not so sure if that is slash slash. Yeah, pert, and just wait. As soon as the build is complete, you know that is a good news. Now let's just go ahead and do the very final part, which is deploying to the Firebase. And to do that, you have to run the command Firebase Deploy, like that. And then what this will do, it will just do the job for us. We just relax, and when it has deployed successfully, Firebase will then give us a link of the progressive web app, and then that link will be the link rather that you will use to access your app with. You can share with your friends, you can share with your colleagues, and yeah. So if this works out very fine, this will just conclude the whole tutorial. And if you have made it this far, congratulations, and I hope it also worked for you as well. And there you go. The hosting URL has been provided for us. That means we have been successfully deployed and we are ready to go. Now we would want to see how exactly it looked like, and you'd want to test if the URL will exactly take you to your app. So to do that, you just have to go ahead and copy that hosting URL. So the first link is the project console, which takes you to the Firebase, and this one is the one that you would need to copy, and just go to your browser and just test it out. You can also test it out on your device, like your phone, and also give it to your friends to test it out. As you can see, guys, it is still the same as how it was while it was a native, but now it's accessible as a web app. Now this is incredible news. This is good news. I hope you guys have made it this far, and if not, just don't give up. Keep working on it, and soon it will work out very fine. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you loved it, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and a comment down there, and also share with your friends. Until next time, goodbye.